The crossover, week 13. Coach TM. And we're making it do what it do. But first, let's get your mind right. It takes courage to grow up and turn out to be who you really are. With that said, let's grow up and get into what's going on out there. We're reaching the end of March, week 13. Let's start off by something that's near and dear to my heart. Getting into the final push for the NBA playoffs. Now, it might not last for long, but I want to say, as of this moment, baby, Philadelphia 76ers are number one in the East. Ooh, ooh. That hasn't happened in many a year, but our biggest and best is ahead of us. We're building in the right direction with the beard and Embiid running the show. We got my man Tobias Harris, probably the most underrated player in the entire NBA. Hold it down, Shake Milton. Man, we just got some firepower, and we're coming for you. Coming for you. Number one in the East as of right now. And like I said, it may not last for long, but as of this moment right now, we number one in the East. It looks like it's going to be a 4-team race, though, out East. Everybody's within about 2 games of each other. We have Philadelphia 76ers. We have the Miami Heat. We have the Milwaukee Bucks. And we have the Boston Celtics. Those four are going back and forth, throwing haymakers, trying to see who can knock who out. But those four are going to be tough when it comes to the postseason to represent the East. Moving on. Will Cinderella keep dancing? Talking about the NCAA tournament. St. Peter's out of New Jersey has been doing their thing. Man, they have some crazy losses early in the year to really some opponents that, aren't even in the dance. But, man, they have found their rhythm at the right time. St. Peter's and Cinderella story. They advanced to the Sweet 16. I don't know if they have enough to get to the Elite 8 or the Final 4, but they're balling. Whether they win or not, we are looking at an all-blue Final 4. So I'm going to leave that right there. The Oscars. Let's jump into the Oscars. Man, the memes are going crazy out there. How much is enough? What is permittable because of emotions? And what is just a flat out crime? I'm talking about Will Smith and the slap heard around the world. Now, I will admit it. Coach TM will admit it. I heard the funniest little meme that a good buddy, my buddy Bosley, sent to me. And it says, what sound does it make when 5 fingers and the face? And it was slap. But the thing about it is it was an old Dave Chappelle thing, and it had Rick James braids on there and Charlie Murphy in there with Chris Rock's face and Will Smith's face on there. And man, it was pretty funny. But the topic is not funny. The topic's not funny. Like my people say, my family says, you do not have the right to put your hands on somebody else. And we work in education, we work in corrections, we do a lot of things working with kids and trying to better society. You cannot put your hands on somebody else. And that right there, I think, is kind of like the bottom line of this whole thing, is that there needs to be that understanding. You work from that understanding, and then it leads to more conversation. It leads to more of a resolution, as opposed to you said something, my feelings are hurt, my significant other, the person I'm with, their feelings are hurt. So I feel I need to protect them. I feel I need to stand up and say something. And then you start smacking people. Keep your hands to yourself and learn how to have conflict resolution. Now, that we can dedicate a whole show to that and go on and on and on, but that's not how Coach TM rolls. We're going to keep the crossover rolling right now and talk about the last thing for today, NFL free agency. I've heard it said this is the most active March ever in the history of the NFL and the history of free agency. And I agree. But there's two more pieces that are still out there that looks like there might not be any resolution for anytime soon. The first one is Baker Mayfield. Most people feel Baker Mayfield is a starting quarterback. Most people also feel Baker Mayfield is not the starting quarterback for them. Thus far, he's still a free agent, trying to see what's going to be the fit where Baker Mayfield can thrive, bring back his OU glory days. And the last one is Jimmy G. If you look at it realistically, a lot of that is not a big surprise, not because of talent, not because of anything else, but he did have surgery approximately, a month ago. I think in February, he had surgery on his throwing shoulder. How can you trade for somebody? How can somebody go on the market when they just came off the cutting table? So that one to me is understandable. It'll be interesting to see once he's able to throw and see that, he basically is going to be the same quarterback, just, have his shoulder redone and be pain-free. Who's going to show that interest in Jimmy G and what team he's going to be able to help get to that next level. But we'll see. All that's yet to come. Thank you for joining in. Week 13 is a wrap. Coach TM, the crossover, coming at you one more time. And it won't be an April Fool's because I will see you in April. On that note, peace in.